Hi, I'm Kij Johnson. I'm the writer of At the Mouth of the River of Bees. I live in Kansas in the United States, where Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz lives, but I've only seen a tornado twice. I can never decide whether I'm a novelist who likes writing short stories or a short story writer who writes novels, but I do think I love short stories best. You can be so precise when you write one. If a story only has 2,500 words or 1,000 or 5,000, it stands to reason that every word is important in a way that being a single word in a novel of 100,000 is not. At the Mouth of the River of Bees is a collection of short stories that I wrote during about 10 or 15 years. I'd actually written and published a lot of stories during that period, science fiction and fantasy, but I knew I didn't want them all in my collection. Some are written just when I was starting writing, and they really weren't very good. But I did like some of them, and I knew I could do better, so I rewrote them for this collection. The story that I titled Horse Raiders is one of these. I'm not a fast writer, though right now I'm working like a crazy person on a role playing game I'm designing. I only write a few short stories a year, even in the good years. I don't like to rush, and I think careful rewriting is the way that a story develops subtlety and beauty. If I do it properly, the story doesn't look carefully crafted. And sometimes paper painters call this the artless art, which is carefully crafting something so that it doesn't look crafted at all. I was really excited when China Editora contacted me about doing a Spanish translation and publishing in Argentina. In my opinion, translation is one of the highest art forms there is. The translator has to balance specific meaning against often very sophisticated voice, and they have to take into account the way that words will have connotations and history that affect their literal meaning. And they do this in two languages at the same time while channeling the creative energy of somebody else. And Argentina, my mother is a great traveler, and she visited a few years ago, and she said it was one of the most beautiful places she had ever seen. That sounds pretty wonderful. I'm really honored to be part of your literary world in this small way. So thank you. Thank you to you for reading and to China Editora for publishing, and happy reading.